It's 3 p.m. and time for the Daily Community Briefing. Team coverage of the latest local news important to you. Now let's head to the Wallingford Broadcasting Studios for the Daily Community Briefing.
Good afternoon and welcome in to your Daily Community Briefing. Michael Watkins here with you as we make our way through another work week on this Wednesday edition. Lots of information to get to, including an interview with the Madison County Coroner, Jimmy Cornelison, about the fatal crash that took place earlier today in southern Madison County. We'll also have a story of a couple in Jessamine County who were arrested for throwing a dead body in a trash can. We'll have those coronavirus numbers for you and so much more coming up right now on your Daily Community Briefing, live on 100.7 The Coyote and WBONtv Channel 9. Our newscast today is brought to you by Bishop's Small Engine Repair. Get your power equipment ready for spring at Bishop's Small Engine Repair. Let Bishop's service your mower. They are located on North Estill Avenue in Richmond. We're also brought to you by Affordable Heating and Air. For all your heating and air needs, call Brian with Affordable Heating and Air Conditioning at 859-779-0122. And Bluegrass Marble and Granite of Richmond at 635 and a half Big Hill Avenue. Let Bluegrass Marble and Granite take care of all your remodels or fabrication needs. Well, a Jessamine County couple are now facing charges of abuse of a corpse and tampering with evidence after police report they disposed of a man's body in a garbage can. Both Clay Phillips and Tana Miller were arrested by Nicholasville police Tuesday morning. The couple allegedly told officials that the man was staying overnight at their home on Strawberry Lane when he died from what they say was natural causes. Police continue that the couple allegedly brought a trash can inside their residence, undressed the man, and put the body inside the can. Officials report no signs of trauma on the body, and an autopsy has been scheduled. Both Phillips and Miller have pleaded not guilty, and a preliminary hearing is set for Monday, February 1st. The victim's name has not been released by police at this time. A man was pronounced deceased on the scene this morning on US 25 just south of Berea. To get more information, WBONTV's Marissa Hempel spoke with Madison County Coroner Jimmy Cornelison.
25 has now been reopened following an early morning deadly crash. In order to get more information, here's Coroner for Madison County, Jimmy Cornelison.
I got the call about at 5:32 this morning where he wrecked was on 25 south of Berea. It's a 34-year-old male, I can tell you that right now. He was pronounced dead at the scene. 2-car accident. He was traveling south, and we think a car pulled out in front of him, and he T-boned them. There was one person in the other car. I'm not sure if there was somebody with them. I think so, but they already had them out by the time I got there, but I'm not sure. Yeah, but it was another car, and they were transported by EMS.
Are drugs or alcohol considered a factor?
Not that I could tell. Now, I've done what I always do, as you well know. I understand this gentleman was on his way to work.
Cornelison said at the time of this interview that the family has not been notified and therefore his identity cannot be released. Cornelison says he believes the family lives out of the county. Stay tuned as WBONtv will continue to update this story.
Thanks, Marissa. A Bourbon County man has pleaded guilty to producing child pornography. Tuesday, 27-year-old Jonathan Scott Mason of Paris admitted that he produced depictions of the minor engaging in sexually explicit conduct that were then uploaded across the internet. Sentencing for Mason is set for April 7th when he will be facing a possible 15 to 30 years in prison as well as a maximum $250,000 fine. Some residents will be able to get vaccinated for COVID-19 at regional drive-through locations. Kentucky Secretary of Transportation Jim Gray directs the state's vaccine distribution project. He says Kentucky is ahead of most states with their program. The Madison County Fiscal Court met Tuesday in a specially called meeting with newly appointed magistrate Paul Reynolds in attendance. The court agreed to spend several $1 million to improve the CSEP siren system to better alert Madison citizens in case of an emergency. Stay tuned as WBONtv spoke to Judge Executive Reagan Taylor via Zoom about some other new things coming down the pipeline for Madison Countyans. We will have that interview for you on the newscast tomorrow. It's now time for our first commercial break. Folks, we really appreciate you being with us here on this Wednesday edition. When we come back, lots more to get to, including an interview with the Central Kentucky Regional Airport. We'll hear from Berea Mayor Bruce Fraley about what's going on over there as he speaks to Marissa Hempel. That's coming your way next on your daily community briefing, live on 100.7 The Coyote and WBON-TV, Channel 9.
Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. From our attention to detail, a diverse staff, and the best aftercare in the business, there's no better local choice to take care of your family in a difficult time than Davis & Powell. Call in to discuss pre-planning and preparations so there'll be no additional burden on your family. Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. For additional information, check them out at davisandpowellfuneralhome.com. Davis & Powell Funeral Home, always going the extra mile.
Mountain Adventures is a new, unique store open in Irvin. They have both fruits and vegetables from local farmers and from farmers around the state. Stop in and see their huge selection of bananas, oranges, watermelons, plus potatoes, corn, green beans, and so much more. Mountain Adventures has also teamed up with Two Farms Meat to offer Estill Countyans a place to get your meats and all the other fixings, plus jams, jellies, and they also offer gift baskets. At Mountain Adventures, located at 70 River Drive in Irvin, or like them on Facebook.
Granite, marble, and quartz for any surface. Make a lifetime commitment you won't regret.
In life, some things just go together, like a burger and fries, and home and auto insurance from State Farm. Combine and save.
Talk to State Farm agent Jerry Goebel today.
Donate or shop at the new location for the Habitat Restore in Madison County. The proceeds from the Habitat Restore go towards helping build a home for someone in need. Shop, donate, or volunteer at the new location for the Habitat Restore in the old CVS Pharmacy building on Main Street in Richmond.
Affordable Service Solutions is the heating and air company you want to call when you want the work done right the first time for an affordable price. That's Affordable Service Solutions. Call Brian at 779-0122 for all your heating and cooling needs, plus Tempstar units at an affordable price. That number again is 779-0122. And remember, Affordable Service Solutions is your local Tempstar dealer.
When I started to experience the world from practicing law, it showed me that there's a lot of injustice that can be corrected. We're called personal injury attorneys, but I'm not there for the injury, I'm there for the recovery. And that's what we try to do. We try to help people recover after they've been hurt. If the big firms are gonna drop you as soon as your claim entails some kind of work, some kind of additional effort, why not just come to someone who's gonna put the work in the first place?
All roads lead to CT Diesel Performance off exit 97 in Richmond. Chris Thorne and his staff have the experience and knowledge to get your vehicle running at its peak performance, whether it's a small two-door sedan or a souped-up diesel truck. And with CT Diesel Performance, you don't have to worry about dealing with the big dealership prices. They will work with you and tell you what the problem is and help you find a solution. When it's time to have your vehicle serviced, remember, all roads lead to CT Diesel Performance, just off exit 97 in Richmond.
Can you get into your doctor's office the day you call? The best medical practitioner is there when you need them. At White House Clinics, all patients get easy VIP access to exceptional care. Right now, White House physicians are accepting new patients in Jackson, Madison, Estill, Rockcastle, and Garrett counties. Go to whitehouseclinics.com or one of our 9 state-of-the-art facilities to request a new patient appointment.
We're back on 100.7 The Coyote and WBONtv. Our newscast today brought to you by Mountain Adventures. Get everything you need for your next family meal at Mountain Adventures. They've got all the fruits, vegetables, and locally produced meats located at 70 River Drive in Irvin. We're also brought to you by Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. Davis & Powell Funeral Home has the best aftercare in the business. When every detail counts, remember Davis & Powell Funeral Home. And Always Growing Children's Resale Store. They are also located over in Berea, just down from Berea Ace Hardware in the Strip Mall. Every Tuesday and Thursday, Always Growing Children's Resale Store will buy your children's gently worn clothes. The Central Kentucky Regional Airport here in Madison County is due to get some upgrades to modernize the facility and to better accommodate the growing aviation program at Eastern Kentucky University. Berea Mayor Bruce Fraley spoke to WBONtv via Zoom to explain how he worked with Judge Executive Reagan Taylor, Mayor Robert Blythe, and the 3 local governments to update the growing center with a grant. With the story, here is WBONTV's Marissa Hempel.
We have some exciting updates that have been in the works for quite some time with the Central Kentucky Regional Airport. And obviously Berea is an integral part of this. So you kind of want to get us up to speed about what the new updates are.
Certainly. And just for a frame of reference, Marissa, the Central Kentucky Airport and co-owned by the 3 governments in Madison County Fiscal Court, the City of Richmond, and the City of Berea. Each entity has 2 people on their board of directors. So that is how the airport is governed. But the airport board has been, and the members of the board have been very interested in modernizing the Central Kentucky Regional Airport for years. We've had a couple of really good successes with cooperation between the 3 governments, since they couldn't borrow money on their own, to borrow money to construct T-hangars where folks can store their aircraft there on site. And they, from my understanding from the chair, George White, that those are completed or almost completed, and most of those are rented out. George could provide you with more information about the details on that T-hangar, but that gives the airport board a revenue source to help modernize the airport, and also to pay for, of course, the rent will pay for the hangars. What's even better about that, the second phase after building the T-hangars that the airport board members had envisioned was upgrading the water line and the sewer line there. They have to have a lot bigger water line to be able to sprinkle or provide fire suppression at the airport where the airport's growing. That's very much needed, and that would come from Southern Madison Water District, which is actually governed under the county's system. But also to run sewer there. Believe it or not, the Central Kentucky Regional Airport is on septic system as their sewer, and obviously they have outgrown that and are in the process of bringing in the sewer. What we did, the 3 governments went together with a memorandum of understanding to allow the city of Berea to apply for an Appalachian Regional Commission grant. All 3 municipalities have approved that. So the city of Berea is going to take the initiative to apply with the full backing of the other 2 governments. And that 20% that we would have to come up with, which is a little over $250,000, will be paid back by the airport board from the rents from their T-hangars. And they've done all the financial work and pro formas and shared that with us, and everybody's very well satisfied that the revenue is sufficient to pay. The second of 2 parts, and I know that you and I talked a little bit about EKU and their importance in the airport as well.
Well, before we get into EKU, I did want to ask you, you mentioned the sewer lines, and I noticed and read that this doesn't just benefit the airport, it benefits the citizens in the area, correct?
That's correct. This is the project as a whole is a $1.2 million project. And again, 80% would be financed by a federal grant from the Appalachian Regional Commission, but the city of Berea would actually run the sewer line to the airport from our existing sewer system. And in working with the engineering company that represents the airport board that has been doing all the groundwork, our utilities general manager, Kevin Howard, believes that we will be able to get some households on what's called a gravity flow sewer line. On the force main part, which is actually like a pump, the sewage has to be pumped. It's a little more difficult to add households. So we may not be able to pick up all of the residential customers that we would like to pick up, but certainly we think that there's some room in there where we can pick up some people and get them on city sewer, which is a benefit. You know, if you've had both, you know that it's not as cheap, but it's better and more efficient to have the sanitary sewer as opposed to a septic system. And we're certainly going to work with citizens in that area to try to get them on the sewer line. So we're really excited about what the future holds. We have a good leadership team in place on the board. We look forward to continuing to work with President McFadden and Ethan Witt from EKU. And we think that this is the step in the right direction and a step that will really help the airport move far beyond where it is now.
Well, thank you for your time explaining this. I am excited because it sounds like it's beneficial to just more than just the three governments. And stay tuned because I will be talking to Airport Board Chair George Wyatt to get kind of more of the nitty-gritty details about what these T-hangers look like and stuff like that. So thank you, Mayor Fraley.
You're very welcome, Marissa, and call on me anytime.
And a social media post courtesy of the Laurel County Sheriff's Department. A missing person, last known location was off Barberville Road near London on January 24th, wearing jeans and a long sleeve shirt. If anyone knows the whereabouts of Bethany Overby, age 29 of Laurel County, they are asked to contact the Laurel County Sheriff's Office at 606-864-6600. Laurel Sheriff's K-9 Deputy Jake Miller continues the investigation. Again, this is coming from the Laurel County Sheriff's Office. Well, the Kentucky Labor Cabinet and KY Safe are offering a free online webinar. Chris Hayes, CIH, CSP, will represent his record-keeping class on February 2nd from 1 to 4 p.m. via a Zoom call. Capacity is limited for this presentation, so you can register today. The course description will look like this. The course will cover the basic requirements of 29 CFR 1904 and will familiarize attendees with OSHA 300A, 300, 301, and equivalent forms. Proper reporting of injury, illness, and fatalities based on state and federal requirements will be included in the presentation. This will take place again on February the 2nd from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. And you can check out the Kentucky Labor Cabinet for more information and learn how to register. It's now time for our second commercial break, folks. We really appreciate you being with us here on this Wednesday edition. When we come back, we'll have those COVID-19 numbers for you, that and so much more coming your way next on your daily community briefing. We're live on 100.7 The Coyote and WBONtv Channel 9.
Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. From our attention to detail, a diverse staff, and the best aftercare in the business, there's no better local choice to take care of your family in a difficult time than Davis & Powell. Call in to discuss pre-planning and preparations so there'll be no additional burden on your family. Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. For additional information, check them out at davisandpowellfuneralhome.com. Davis & Powell Funeral Home, always going the extra mile.
Mountain Adventures is a new, unique store open in Irvin. They have both fruits and vegetables from local farmers and from farmers around the state. Stop in and see their huge selection of bananas, oranges, watermelons, plus potatoes, corn, green beans, and so much more. Mountain Adventures has also teamed up with Two Farms Meats to offer Estill Countyans a place to get your meats and all the other fixings, plus jams, jellies, and they also offer gift baskets. At Mountain Adventures, located at 70 River Drive in Irvin, or like them on Facebook.
Granite, marble, and quartz for any surface. Make a lifetime commitment you won't regret.
In life, some things just go together, like a burger and fries. And home and auto insurance from State Farm. Combine and save.
Talk to State Farm agent Jerry Goebel today.
Donate or shop at the new location for the Habitat Restore in Madison County. The proceeds from the Habitat Restore go towards helping build a home for someone in need. Shop, donate, or volunteer at the new location for the Habitat Restore in the old CVS Pharmacy building on Main Street in Richmond.
Affordable Service Solutions is the heating and air company you want to call when you want the work done right the first time for an affordable price. That's Affordable Service Solutions. Call Brian at 779-0122 for all your heating and cooling needs, plus Tempstar units at an affordable price. That number again is 779-0122. And remember, Affordable Service Solutions is your local Tempstar dealer.
When I started to experience the world from practicing law, it showed me that there's a lot of injustice that can be corrected. We're called personal injury attorneys, but I'm not there for the injury, I'm there for the recovery. And that's what we try to do. We try to help people recover after they've been hurt. If the big firms are gonna drop you as soon as your claim entails some kind of work, some kind of additional effort, why not just come to someone who's gonna put the work in the first place?
All roads lead to CT Diesel Performance off exit 97 in Richmond. Chris Thorne and his staff have the experience and knowledge to get your vehicle running at its peak performance, whether it's a small two-door sedan or a souped-up diesel truck. And with CT Diesel Performance, you don't have to worry about dealing with the big dealership prices. They will work with you and tell you what the problem is and help you find a solution. When it's time to have your vehicle serviced, remember, all roads lead to CT Diesel Performance, just off exit 97 in Richmond.
Can you get into your doctor's office the day you call? The best medical practitioner is there when you need them. At White House Clinics, all patients get easy VIP access to exceptional care. Right now, White House physicians are accepting new patients in Jackson, Madison, Estill, Rockcastle, and Garrett counties. Go to whitehouseclinics.com or one of our 9 state-of-the-art facilities to request a new patient appointment.
We're back here on your daily community briefing, live on 100.7 The Coyote, WBONtv Channel 9. On this Wednesday edition, folks, we really appreciate you being with us, and thanks to all the folks that watched our coverage of 2 really good high school basketball games last night. North Laurel defeated Madison Southern, and Madison Central defeated Lafayette in high school basketball last night. We'll be right back at it tomorrow night with a doubleheader, as both the Madison Southern girls and boys basketball teams will be in action over at Eastern Kentucky University inside McBrayer Arena. We will stream those games for you beginning around 6 p.m. with the girls game, and then the boys game about 25 minutes following that game. And both games will be live here on WBON TV. Our newscast once again brought to you by Jennings Auto Parts. We're also brought to you by Kingston Shell and Thorough Truck Towing. As we look back at the COVID-19 report from yesterday and the case information for the state of Kentucky, there was 1,268 cases reported and 39 new deaths. The positivity rate now at 9.93, and the total number of deaths at 3,460. This is the lowest the positivity rate has been since December 31st. So good sign there as far as the positivity rate goes. Again, there are 1,539 people currently in the hospital with COVID-19, 374 currently in the ICU, and 203 currently on a ventilator. Here in Madison County, there were 68 new cases reported yesterday, and total number of active cases now at 1,412. And the current incidence rate for Madison County is now at 60.8. And that current incidence rate is that average daily cases per 100,000 population. As we look at the statewide map, Madison County at 60.8. Estill County has dropped down to 43.5. And we also look around some of the other surrounding counties. Jackson County at 30 for their current incidence rate. Rockcastle County at 53.9. Garrett County at 60.6. Jessamine County at 70.5. Fayette County at 60.3. And Clark County at 44.5. Yesterday, we had 7 counties in the orange for the current incidence rate. Today, we have 9 counties in the orange. So again, another good sign As we look across the state of Kentucky, Carlisle County at 24, Lyon County at 22.6, Lee County at 21.2, Greenup County at 15.9, Elliott County at 20.9, Wolfe County at 24, Magoffin at 16.4, Knott County at 18.3, and the lowest current incidence rate in the state is Owsley County. Owsley County today with a 12.9 current incidence rate. They have the lowest number in the state, and out of those 9 counties that have the orange current incidence rate, 7 of those are over there in eastern Kentucky. So a little conglomerate of those orange counties over in the eastern part of the state. Yesterday, the overall current incidence rate was 58.95, a slight uptick. And today's number, the overall current incidence rate today at 60.27. Folks, we really appreciate you being with us again as we look at the numbers for Eastern Kentucky University. There have now been 122 total cases of coronavirus and positive numbers for the EKU spring semester. 31 of those have come from residential students, 61 from non-residential students, and 30 employees have tested positive here in the spring semester. 53 have already recovered. There are still 69 active cases of COVID-19 on campus. As we look around the area, the White House Clinic continues to offer that free community drive-up COVID-19 testing this week. You can go over to the Richmond White House Clinic today until 5:30 and over in Berea at the Berea Municipal Garage until 5:30. And tomorrow you can go over to the Berea Municipal Garage from 10 a.m. to 5:30, the Irvin White House Clinic from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m., and the McKee Baptist Church in McKee from 10 a.m. to 5:30. On Friday, the Richmond White House Clinic will have testing for you once again. That will begin at 9:30 a.m. on Friday and will run through 5:30 that evening. And at the Lancaster-Garrett County Health Department from 1 to 5 p.m. on Friday. And don't forget, the White House Clinic is now offering community drive-up testing on Saturday from 9 to 1 p.m., 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the Richmond White House Clinic. And this is all courtesy of the White House Clinic now offering those Saturday tests as well. There is no out-of-pocket cost. They just ask that you bring a photo ID and an insurance card if you have one. No appointment is necessary, and there is testing available for all ages. Folks, we appreciate you being with us here on this Wednesday edition. Don't forget, coming up tomorrow night, high school basketball action. The Lady Eagles of Madison Southern and the boys of Madison Southern will be in action. Those games will be taking place at EKU beginning at 6 p.m. with the girls. They'll be taking on Lewis County, and then the boys will play Ashland. Both those games will be live here on WBONtv. Then coming up on Friday, we'll be right back here with you on the newscast again at 3 p.m. And then on Monday, coming up, we'll have the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show at 6 p.m. We'll recap all the sports information that took place this week, and we'll hear from some of the local area coaches as well. If you're out and about today, tomorrow, over the weekend, and you see something happening in your area, make sure to let us know about it. Reach out to us on the WBONtv Facebook page. Let us know if there's an event coming up or if you're out and about and you see something that we should know about. Please let us know on that WBONtv Facebook page. If it's something that you think we need to cover, let us know, and we will try to get all the information out there to the folks here in Madison and other surrounding counties. That's on the WBONtv Facebook page. And for all of our crew, the great crew that we've got here at WBONtv, our news director, Marissa Hempel, producers, Gage Hill and Austin Hanks, our weather reporter, Gwendolyn Morton, I am Michael Watkins. Folks, we'll see you tomorrow at the same time in the same place at 3 p.m. for your daily community briefing live on 100.7 The Coyote and WBONtv Channel 9.